Welcome to Contractor Fight TV. I always wanted to do like announcer voice like that. I know. Anyway, all right, here we go. Guys, today we're going to talk about 4 huge mistakes that businesses typically make during tough economic times. Let's go. All right, at the time of this recording, the coronavirus is going crazy. All right, what are we in early April of 2020? If you're watching this months or years down the road, maybe it's past, or maybe we've been taken over by zombies by this point. No clue what's going on, but I'm gonna operate on the assumption that we're all gonna be okay. We're gonna move forward. We're still gonna be in business and all that other stuff. While so many people are hunkering down right now, in fact, I'll tell you right now, Noel and I behind the camera, we were just talking now how views on the channel are down right now. And Noel actually was like, maybe it's because people just throwing in the towel. They don't think they need this stuff and whatever it might be. So wherever you're at, guys, the stuff that we put out here is relevant to you. It's applicable to you if you plan on having a contracting business. A lot of interesting things going on in our economy right now due to this virus. Okay? People aren't spending money like they were before, and that affects every damn business on the planet. I get that. But you know what? We're going to be solution oriented. We're going to move forward. We're going to address some of the big mistakes that people make during a tough economy. So we all knew this was coming at some point. We had a great economy for so many years. We knew that the economy was going to struggle. We just didn't know it was going to be a virus. So I want to talk about 4 things here today quickly that tend to be the natural reactions of small business owners. Okay? And guys, the first is this. Many go in, they let fear consume them, and they freak the fuck out. Okay? Yeah, I don't know any other way to say it. They freak out and they paint a story in their head that may or may not happen. And what's needed the most right now from the small business community is strong leadership. Instead of freaking out, you got to be the leader. Small business is what always brings an economy back. And the men and women that step up, lead, have confidence, have a clear direction of where they're going are the ones that always lead their companies, their communities, their families back to the place that we want to be and beyond. So if you're freaking out right now, in other videos here, we've talked about the importance of your community and your mindset and things like that. Take the time every day to equip yourself between your ears. Take the time to reach out to your inner circle of winners that are going to help support you if you're feeling down. Guys, I'm the first to tell you, I was in my Facebook group, our private 100K group the other day, and I shared with the group that I've had my moments too where I wanted to curl up in my closet and I wanted to suck my thumb and I wanted to go all negative. But couple of things that kept me positive, kept me from going in the tank like that mentally and being a shitty leader was, number 1, I take time each day to get my mind right. Number 2, I have daily, often multiple times daily, connection and communication with my team, my winners, the people that surround me, the people that lift me up. And in those conversations, we're leaning on each other. Hey, I'm feeling a little freaked about this. What do you think about this? Back and forth, and by the time we get off that phone call, we are ready to rock, ready to kick ass in the world. So right now, don't freak out. Be the leader that you know to be, because guys, this is going to pass. This is going to pass. And one of the things I tell myself is when I look back on this time that we're facing right now, or quite frankly, any adversity I ever face, I want to be able to look back and be proud of the way that I led, proud of the way I responded. I'm not going to be perfect. You're not going to be perfect, but we can still look back and be proud. Find your strength, find your confidence, have a plan, and work on you. The second huge mistake I see small businesses make in rough economic times is they don't have a budget. They don't have a budget. Again, we've been preaching this stuff for years here on Fight TV that you need to have a budget. That means the money that comes into the business needs to be told where to go. That's your money plan. And if you don't have a money plan right now, you're going to struggle way more than the companies that do. Paint some different scenarios. I have an Excel spreadsheet that I use. It's my master budget. And I go, all right, here's if everything's great and this much money's coming in. Then I go down and go, where are we going to spend the money? And then I go, well, what would happen if, and then I create another version of this. I save as, like, here's the perfect world budget. Here's the, hey, we have half the revenue budget. And then I make decisions on things that need to go. And then I have the sky is falling budget. I have 3 different versions. And I'll tell you right now, I have not left the everything's good budget yet, because we know where our money goes in this company. And you should too. When you take the time to have a budget, now you're better as a leader. You're not frantic, you're not freaking out, you're not making decisions based on emotion. You're making decisions based on the math. And I will tell you right now, there's a couple things that are the last to be cut. If we go all out, holy shit moment budget, all right? It's the people in this company and it's our marketing. Those are the last 2 things to go. Everything else we can get rid of, okay? But we are loyal to our people here. We are helping each other grow and develop and meet the needs that they have, because on the other end of this, there's 2 things I'm gonna need. Number 1 is I'm gonna need my people. And number 2, I'm gonna need my brand. So I want to encourage you right now, if you're struggling, if you've never done a budget for yourself, do a budget. And if you have a budget, but have never created different scenarios of what it would look like if less money was coming in, do that as well. All right, 3rd big mistake that contractors and business owners make during rough economic times. And I kind of talked about it in step number 2 when I talked about building your brand, but we cut marketing / we cut effective overhead. All right, if you have an overhead expense that is making you money, don't cut it. Don't cut it. If you have a CPA that's making you money, don't cut your CPA. If you have a bookkeeper, an office manager, a coach, whatever it is that's making you money and adding value to your life and to your business, and you're better because of that, that's not the overhead that you cut. So many small businesses, when a tough time comes, they just stop all the spending. Instead, review and track and let the numbers dictate what stays. So instead of making a blanket statement like, I'm cutting all my marketing in half, how about looking at all the lead sources and the leads that turn into money historically for your business and right now, and you say, whatever's not producing, we can cut that in half, or we could get rid of it, or whatever it might be. But don't just make some blanket statement that I'm gonna cut all my marketing. That's one of the worst things you could do. This is a time, because so many people are gonna shrink back and hide in the closet like we've talked about, this is the time to step on the gas, go get more eyeballs on your business, and build the shit out of your brand. I'm actually grateful for times like this, because it weeds out all the business owners that have no business being in business in our industries. Think about that for a second. All your competitors that don't know their numbers, don't market, don't provide the experience that you provide, and all the other benefits that you bring to your local marketplace, most of them aren't going to make it. And that's actually a good thing for your business if you step on the gas. Look for ways to give back to your community right now. Your community has supported you and your business. Okay, think about that. They let you into their homes and in their businesses during good times. And one of the reasons that I believe a business needs to charge money and make a profit and all that other stuff isn't just for you to go buy a boat, okay, or live on top of the mountain somewhere and look down at all the little peasants in the community that are non-business owners and go, ha ha ha, I have all the money. One of the reasons that I believe this country is great, one of the things that makes the world great as a whole, is entrepreneurship can give back to those communities right now. I know so many contractors that are in our programs that I'm so proud of, that because they've been making money, they can now turn around and give little cleaning kits to their neighborhoods, and they can donate to the food bank, and on and on and on and on, because they make money. That's also building your brand. It's also proving to the people in your community that you're with them through thick and thin. Fourth massively huge mistake pretty much every business owner, not just contractors, make, is during a rough economic time when the economy's taking a dump, they discount their prices. Lowering your prices, especially as a contractor, rarely will ever increase your sales. It will rarely increase your sales and your revenue. The real problem is most contractors don't have enough leads coming into the business. They don't know how to sell properly, and they're not making the profit that they need. And here's a perspective that I want to give you. I'm in the batter's box right now. If the phone ringing, let's go this way. You look at me. Okay? If the phone's ringing and that lead is the pitcher with the ball, and they're throwing the ball right down the plate, right down the pipe to you. In a normal economy, you might have 200 opportunities in the batter's box a month. In a crap opportunity, you might have 100 opportunities in a bad economy. Hopefully that makes sense, because people are tightening their wallets, they're hiding, they're shrinking back. The average consumer is not spending what they did. Many home improvement contractors are on what they call the postponable list, which is totally understandable. So if I have half the pitches coming toward me while I'm in the batter's box, the last thing I want to do is lower my price, because now I have half the opportunities to recover my break-even point in my sales, to recover my overhead. Okay? We've done so many videos on how to know what to price and things like that. But lowering your prices, you guys, I've hardly ever seen it work. That it's actually going to bring in more business for you, especially if you're a contractor that doesn't have a history of really knowing their numbers, knowing what to charge, having their books in order and updated on a weekly basis, and you're looking at your profit and loss, and you're disciplined with those things. There are very few contractors out there right now that might be able to cut their prices a little bit. It's not going to equate to like 100 more jobs. It's not going to equate to 5 more jobs a month. In fact, Harvard Business Review several years ago did a really cool study that people are less likely to respond to sales and specials and offers and this and that during a time like this. In fact, they're going to respond more in your marketing messages that are based on emotion, because people still want to have experiences. They still want to connect with their family and all that good stuff. All right. So instead of cutting your prices, do these couple things. Number one, make sure your marketing is emotional. And I don't mean fear-based. I mean, show experiences, tell stories, things like that. And the second thing you do right now is actually raise your prices and deliver a better experience to the customers that you do have. That will help you keep more of the profits, which will go to recover your overhead quicker on less jobs. Guys, we talked about 4 things here today. Don't freak out, okay? Make sure you have a budget. Don't cut effective overhead, which is mostly marketing. Most people cut their marketing. And finally, don't discount your prices. When you have the combination of these things going right and consistently for you, you're going to weather whatever storms come your way, and you're going to be on the other end of this thing, and you're going to have a stronger brand, stronger relationships with your team, stronger relationships with your community and your customers, and you're finally going to be on your way to building the business that you've always wanted to build. I super appreciate you guys hanging out with me here today on Contractor Fight TV. Share this video with another contractor. All right, get off your asses, get out there, be aggressive, step on the gas, and build the damn business that you want to build. I'm out.